I'll share my world with you. If you're gonna waste your time, then waste your time.
Welcome to the cloth and paper haul. I'm excited. I haven't ordered anything in a while. Ooh, do you see this? Okay, let me start from the beginning. There is luxury in simplicity. It has been a long time since I've placed a rather large order. And for me, this is pretty big because it has all of the bells and whistles that I need for my 2023 planner. Now, Ashley and Co. from Cloth and Paper. I did not know about this. I didn't know we were all getting one. Now, I don't know if this is just for Black Friday, holiday season. I don't know, but I'm not complaining about it. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised. I was ready for my tissue paper. No? Was I the only one? Was that just me? I was just ready for my tissue paper. Anyway, dust bag is here. It is embroidered to perfection. And speaking of luxury and simplicity, look at this. Get close. Do you see that? I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I'm using it. As much as I want to just jump right in, I realized that in this video we should do quite a few comparisons because I've noticed that there are a few items that have been refreshed. And let's just start from the outside in. This is the box that my items came in. I haven't ordered in a while, but this is the box that I used to get. Longer, thinner box, but the new one, or the one with my items, was shorter and wider. Whether we're keeping the shorter boxes or not, I'm still gonna use them for storage. Okay, I know why you're really here. Forget the box. We're over the box. We get it. Let's get into what I got. Please don't be shy. Tell me in the comments if your 2023 planner is already set up, because mine is not, clearly. In the months ahead, I will be practicing or playing around with layering more. I do find that I like seeing it, but I need to know if I like doing it and if I like having it in my planner. I thought about getting another planner at some point, but I'm not really there yet. I still love my quilted caviar leather agenda. So I don't know if that day will come anytime soon, but if it does, of course, we will unbox it. We will get into the nooks and crannies of it. On the top, we have a few journaling cards, your receipt, and I also have my page pins in here, which was my freebie for my order during Black Friday. I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for because I still quietly feel like I am a beginner. Throughout school, I've used a planner or an agenda, but when it comes to this type of planning or this level of planning, I feel like I'm still in the early stages. So me and page flags, page pins, I'm learning. Maybe I missed an email, but we didn't get any description of what colors these are. Of course, we know that to the far right, that's avant-garde. That is what it is. Now, I don't know if we have saddle in here. I don't know if we have dusk in here, maybe ash. Because on the pictures it looks one way, on the camera it looks another way. I don't know what colors these are, but we'll figure it out. To know me is to know I am a sticky notes kind of girl. I sadly only picked up one accrue. I should have picked up maybe 3 because now they're sold out. But anyway, I grabbed some. Really quickly, remember when I had those linen sticky notes? And because you have all of this overstock at home, you should really be checking your products when the order comes in. But for some reason, I didn't check that order. And I had a few sheets within the linen sticky notes that were like this shade of pink. You know how I feel about pink. So I've learned my lesson, and I will check all of my sheets for my monthlies, and for my sticky notes, I'll do that off camera. Nobody needs to see that. But it is something to note. I also got the saddle sticky notes. And back to the linen. If you have purchased the linen in the past couple of months, can you let me know if it's still literally linen or if it still has that shade of pink or that hue of pink in there? Because that's why I didn't order them. The saddle is more of a reddish tone, and that's okay with me. This is the warmest thing I purchased for my planner. But I've come to terms with the fact that my planner is more of a cool tone aesthetic, if you will. I love the shades of gray, from the light grays to the dark grays. That's what I enjoy. So even though I have the saddle, I'll use those in another way. Next, we have my task planner notepad. I don't know why or how I missed the meeting on the refresh version, but the right margin, why are we doing that? Why do we keep forcing that on me? The task planner notepad was fine just the way it was, in my opinion. Literally, faint lines, write your tasks, and be done. Why must we put the margin here? And how do we get the old version back? How? I need it. Anyway, so Sarasa Dry, I got a refill. Now, the pen that I have doesn't need a refill yet. I've noticed that when I was ready to buy one, they were sold out, so I got one this time. To know me is to know that I am not a zero point 0.5 girl, but I only keep one in my arsenal. In my opinion, the star of the show has arrived. The Schedule A5 version of the undated daily planner inserts. These are by far my favorite undated planner inserts. I have just grown to love them. I used to use it in a notepad version and I would hole punch them myself, and then we got the inserts and I have been addicted ever since. I tried to use a different daily, but we'll talk about that later on, probably in the planner setup. But I am so glad that I am back where I belong with my undated dailies. Am I being dramatic? Yes, I am. Next up, we have the task planner inserts. This is a holy grail item for me. It lives in my list section within my planner, and it also pays rent in the schedule section of my planner. It also has an Airbnb in the finance section of my planner. So these inserts are really a go-to for me. I don't know if it's just me, but this insert reminds me of college ruled spiral notebook paper. It just makes me feel like, oh, I'm ready for a new start, a fresh start. Now, you know I'm going to ask. Anyway, here are the dated monthlies. Now, I am a monthly Sunday start and a weekly Monday start. What are you? Now, I don't want the weekly Sunday start saviors to come and tell me that I'm a psychopath for wanting a Monday start on my weekly and a Sunday start on my monthly. Let me have this. Let me have my moment. I don't come and bother you about your little Sunday weekly start, but I think it's funny that we have this ongoing debate about how you want your week to start. In an effort to properly log what I do throughout the day at work, I did pick up the weekly desk pad, and this is what it looks like next to my agenda. Okay, so now we're in my planner. This is what December looks like right now. Never mind the calendar because clearly I'm behind by a couple of videos already. Lots of footage to get through. We are going to open up the dated monthlies and take a look at the overviews in comparison to 2022's overviews. What has changed? What's the same? All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. We have the belongs to page. Honestly, I only put my nickname here, SILL'S. You know what I might do on a different part of my planner, maybe in one of the pockets, or I might put something very specific to me. And that way, if someone's like, oh, how can you prove that this is your planner? Well, I have a blue sticky note behind the list divider and it has my favorite number on it or something like that. Because, I mean, my name and address, why am I going to put that in there? We are a couple of inserts in and we already have notes on the back. So you can't say you don't have an area to put some notes. The planner belongs to page has notes on the back. The year at a glance page has notes on the back. And now we are looking at the holidays and observations. I'm definitely loving the layout here with the dates itself down the middle of the insert. Oh my gosh, and more notes on the back. What is going Ashley, did somebody say something about needing more space for notes? Because good Lord, I wasn't expecting that. Maybe I need to look into my older monthlies to see, did we have that many notes? I always enjoy how clean the formats are, the layouts are, and this image for January is just that. Not sure how I'm going to style it yet, and on the back we do have more notes. Let's go ahead and compare the 2023 monthlies to the 2022 monthlies. The month is now on the far left at the top with the year on the far right. We don't have the number associated with the month at the top anymore. It is on the page with the image that you saw previously. We do still have our to-do list on the far right with that right margin again. To check them off, we have intentions towards the bottom with bills due, which my bills, I wish I only had that much, but I have a few more than that. At the top, we have goals, where I was putting a quote monthly, but now that we have these designated sections, this is actually similar to what I was doing at the beginning of 2022. I'm not saying that this change in the monthly overviews had anything to do with me, but Imani Michelle, I believe that's who I was inspired by at the beginning of the year to do this. But my handwriting and the amount of clutter that it creates in this section, I did not like it. But I will go ahead and give it another try, obviously, because I have the inserts to do so. But we'll see how it turns out. But this is what I was doing then, and this is how the layout looks now. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. I'm looking at it now and it doesn't look too bad, like I'll have too much of an issue with them, but we'll see. Now on to the month at a glance, or the monthly overview. I keep mixing up the overview and the glance pages, but anyway, here we are looking at the month. Now for 2022, this is what my monthly looked like on the calendar. I would put my bills there and try to put my workouts in there, but I would always forget. So here we have the boxes that are a little bit smaller. They are shorter, they are wider, and I think that format was necessary in order to get the important dates at the bottom to fit. We took out the to-do list on the far left. We now have it on the far right. So the boxes are going to be a little bit of a challenge for some people. I can see that happening. And we also have notes at the bottom right of the calendar. So a lot more space to write outside of the calendar. So maybe if you create a key that will help. Here we are with February and the art for that. Same layout, nothing changes. So I'm just going to play some music so that I can take a look at the rest of the images in the monthlies, and then I will come back to you. Now, I don't know how safe it is, but you do have a passwords insert towards the very back of the planner. If you're one that loses things quite frequently, maybe you don't need to be putting anything there. Where I place my passwords, I don't ever spell out the exact password. If my password is blue clouds, I might put B, C, and then whatever weird characters it has me put in there. We also have an area for contacts, and I forgot to show you how the Sarasa Dry Air Grip Pen writes. It is quick drying. I did unbox this with my very first cloth and paper order. I just wanted to show you how it looks for those that have never written with it. I just wanted to end this by saying thank you so much for watching. I will do a mini compilation at the end of me running my mouth, but I wanted to say thank you for sticking it out with me and spending some time out of your day to see what I picked up. And of course, I am waiting on other orders, but I needed to show you all of the things that I got. I'm ready to prepare for the new year. I'm hoping that I remain positive and forward thinking. Think about my progress versus perfection in the new year to come. I'm wishing you all the best in 2023. May your finances be abundant. May your peace be overflowing. And thank you for watching. Bye.